What's up? What's up? What's up? We back at it. We back at it. I don't know what just happened to the last stream. I don't know what the fuck just happened. That shit just blew my. But let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it like we never fucking lost. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Fair use. Fair use. Like, share, subscribe. Need me more into that algorithm, man.
Instead of y'all arguing with us, what you guys should be doing is being a little bit more inquisitive and asking questions as to how guys like us think. Because, I mean, I don't want to brag or anything like that, but we're guys that, we do pretty well. And we fit the metric that a lot of women want to chase. And we're telling y'all how guys at this caliber think and what they want in women. And we're telling y'all that you guys are fighting with us and saying, insecure, you just, you don't want a strong, independent woman, or you want to be able to manipulate her, or you're a pedophile, whatever the hell you guys want to say. And my thing is like, you know, I'm just telling y'all the truth that men can't tell you guys, because anytime a guy says, I like this and that and a girl, it's always met with some kind of shit. So what are they going to say? They're going to, they're going to appease your ego. Oh, I love it that you get the bag. I love it that you're a go-getter. Oh, really? I love it that you take care of your guys in the past and all this other shit. They're going to say that.
That's real shit. When a man has money, all that independent shit is out the window. That's what I always tell men. Independent women are for broke men. Because if a man has the same amount of money as you, everything that you're saying is out the window. I don't give a fuck how bad you are. Um, your connections to things, uh, you know, what you sexually bring to the table, all that shit is out the window. If we both making $70,000, that independent shit, you can only talk to a nigga that makes less than you. And the point of this conversation too, as well, the average woman makes less than the average man. So when we talk about this independent talk, this is why I get real heavy on this conversation. Your independence is for what? Because I hear all these women saying, "Oh, I'm winning, we winning, hoes is winning, women are winning." How? The average woman still makes less than the average man with all this independent talk. Boss chick, boss bitch, all these, bosses of women, and y'all still don't make what a man makes on average. We talking about the average man. We're not even talking about the high tier, upper echelon men. We talking about Tom, Dick, and Harry. You can't outbeat Tom, Dick, and Harry. And the point of this is that a lot of independent women, or you could say average women, think that they should just have an automatic chance at a high value man, a man making a lot of money. What they don't realize is that women with money can't even get them. Most women with money or successful women, they're single. I'm good with these numbers. Most women that are highly educated or financially good, they're single. Because 9 times out of 10, if a man has what you have, you're off the table. Why does he need you? Because see, at this point, say we both making $100,000 a year, right? You come with way more expectations. I could go out there and go get two women making 30,000 a year, and they'll have half of your expectations, and they arguably look better than you. Cause who's to say all these women making all this amount of money are even attractive? Most women, in my opinion, that make money or make above like $50,000, they're highly unattractive. And I'm just talking about in terms of their personality, like what, how they present themselves. Men making 50,000 or more, or men making around the money that they make, they're not nowhere near interested. And this is a conversation we need to have more. Women that make these amounts of money, when women preach, oh, all this independent talk, you're gonna end up lonely because you come with more expectations at this point. And this is something we need to talk about more because when I hear these women, I know they're about to go on a whole tangent about why they think independent women, you know, or feminist women should be treated such as, the same thing as a high value man. And that's just false. But let's just jump back into it. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button and please subscribe, man. We need the algorithm to go through all 7 continents, man. I'm really trying to get through all 7 continents. So please like, share, and subscribe. Please get me through the algorithm.
That fuck shit, bro, because they want to get laid. Men understand that you can't break rapport if you're trying to get girls. You gotta. Yeah, but the scary part. Wait. Sorry. It's kind of like Fresh has 2 Lambos. Mine has 7 properties. So stop, like, all right, sorry, but these guys are well off. I'm saying, these are my niggas. All right, go ahead. The point is that like it's info, right? If you take it in on some level, see what? Okay, cool. I get what you're saying. I'm gonna like it, but let me just see how I can apply it or see where it applies, right? I'm saying right now, you'll be way further ahead. I'm just saying that. But what happens is girls come in here, get the feelings. Oh, this shit's bullshit. Fuck that shit. They go out, they go through their regular shit. They're like, damn, I can't get nowhere. And why is that? You're not listening to rational thinking, and as a result, your feelings get involved, and then you're stuck with either no man or bums. Or you look at your DMs and see all the guys that are hitting you up, or you'll be at the club and a bunch of dudes come up to you and you're like, oh, well, look, these niggas is lying because I'm masculine. Look at all these dudes coming up to me. Or niggas fly you out, smash you, have a little romance, and then, all right, I'm done. Ghost you, and then back to square one. Yeah, we're just telling you out what it takes to keep a guy. We're not telling you guys what it takes. You guys are obviously all very attractive ladies. I'm sure it's not going to be easy for you to get a guy. We're telling you a guy.
You know what I hate too in this time? I hate the fact that every woman is looked at as attractive or every woman can be beautiful. That's just fucking false. Because back in the day, women had to put effort into being beautiful. You understand? They couldn't just throw on makeup, go get an ass shot, and go get breast injections and be a bad bitch. Back in the day, you had to put effort, and that's why women were more wanted, were more married, were more chaste. We're going look. You know what we're gonna do this year? We are gonna break down what happened to women in terms of the attraction. Like why men don't want women no more. Because this is also a topic of discussion last year where women was kind of in an outrage that men don't approach them no more. But I realize why. And we're not going to go too deep on that. But, you know, we're going to definitely do a lecture on that. Because I've definitely noticed that when I'm out and about, men just don't approach women like that no more. And the men that do approach women, they're kind of looked at like suckers. Real talk. It's like, because I'm gonna keep it 100. This whole culture, the stock culture, it has made it to a point where a man doesn't even have to chase a woman. It's almost pussy just being out there, being thrown out there. That's just free or being sold, whatever, free sold, whatever, which way you want to take it. It's there. A man doesn't have to look at a real woman. A man doesn't have to cherish a real woman because you got women out here either giving it, throwing it at you, or giving it to you for $40, $50, $60. Even if it's $300. That's you're pretty much giving out, just your body. Even to me, I've never understood prostitution only under the lens of like, oh, she's struggling, she got to make it. You understand? I kind of seen it from that perspective, but any other perspective, I just never respected it because I realized that a woman, in a sense, is giving away her biggest treasure. for dimes? What is $300? What is $2,000? What is even $10,000 for your body? You sold your body for $10,000? And this has become normalized. You'll be surprised how many women is just selling their body for $5,000, $10,000. That's nothing. I'm just saying, I know $5,000 or $10,000 is no money. But you'll be amazed at the number of women selling their body 2, 3, 4, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 10,000. That's chump change. But they're selling their body for that. Oh yeah. What is that? Maybe a car note, maybe rent for 1 month. You understand? You're selling the greatest gift that you have in your body for a month worth of rent, maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months worth of rent. Really? Your throat and your vagina was worth 3 months of rent. We got to do much better, but let's jump back into it.
That's what it takes to like keep a dude. You know what I'm saying? And
You might not like it,
men
man.
can't say this shit because they're gonna get canceled for saying this shit. But you guys see, we got 10,000 plus people in here, and late at night, and people watch us because we're telling the truth, man. Guys can't talk like this because you get canceled for speaking like this. That's why we're controversial. That's why I've been canceled a few times. You know, it's why feminists are coming after us because you can't tell the truth to women anymore, bro. You can't.
Got you.
I feel like
Misogyny.
it's delivery. It's your delivery, honestly.
I'd love
It's
to
not
know what your
what you
background
say,
is.
it's how you
It's
say it,
It's
my right.
delivery. You
My
can
right.
say
Every
speak
assumption
honestly,
that
but
women
it's how you deliver it.
How you say it.
It's your
Mara, that's how you
So
say
here's
it,
the
Mara.
thing.
You do have very positive.
You do.
Hey guys, John with PES Solar. We're here at the PES warehouse.
You do have real
Like,
shit to
but, like,
say,
that's
but your
your
delivery
point.
sometimes like goes
But
Yeah,
here's the
Mara.
problem. Here's the
Yeah.
problem. If I tell you 1 + 1 is 2 versus 1 + 1 is fucking 2, does it change the fact that the answer is still 2?
No, but it's
Hold up, stop. Does
But
it,
the
does,
way
does it
you
change the
listen,
fact?
if someone yells at you and someone talks to you, which one are you actually going to listen to?
Right. Actually, I listen to both because here's the thing.
Oh, then
Men-
you're
sounds like trauma.
It's not trauma. It's that. See, here's the thing. It's not trauma. It's that men and women are different. When men are in the military and the sergeant yells at them, they accept it. Why?
Oh, God.
Because they do.
No.
Because they understand that there's a chain of command and this is how things get done.
Why have we made women so like little girls? It's like I'm listening to but listen to how they talk. Like they're finding it hard to see what real life is. Listen to how they react when he tell them about the military. Military has been here for millions of years. Their structure has been the same for millions of years. Like, we gotta be more, genuine with our approach. Like, she almost caught a heart attack because he mentioned the military. That's a real institute that builds men. What would you want us to use the strip club as an example? Or elementary school as an example? Like, real talk, we gotta stop being too soft. And this is the year I'm gonna expose a lot of niggas because I feel like we live in a world now where we just making shit way too soft. Even this, I can't even explain the duties of a military man without you getting all antsy in your pants. You got emotional with me because I described the duties of a military soldier. This is the time we live in. He tried to really explain to the girl how men think on a casual, how we are programmed to think. And that just, not even the fact what he brought up. She almost had convulsions on the mere fact of who we are. He told you exactly who we. Listen.
One are you actually going to listen to?
Right. Actually, I listen to both because here's the thing.
Oh, then you're
Sounds like trauma.
It's not trauma. It's that. See, here's the thing. It's not trauma. It's that men and women are different. When men are in the military and the sergeant yells at them, they accept it. Why?
Oh, God.
Because they do. Because they understand that there's a chain of command.
Why you said, oh God? Military was a bad example? No, I'm just lost. Like, and with a lot of these women too, they're just real characters. Like, you didn't have to say anything when he just said that just now. Oh God, why everything so dramatized nowadays? Oh, like everything is just so like. And I don't want to take the fun out of things, but I just feel like we live so fake now. That's the time we live in. But let's jump back into it, man.
And this is how things get done. Okay? Your feelings,
Yeah.
okay?
You got feelings too.
What?
And it's not about suppressing it. You know, we gotta heal
What?
together. This is
Incorrect. Absolutely incorrect.
What?
Absolutely incorrect.
What is I don't describe
Because-
to your beliefs, sir.
Well, here's the thing. Men and women are not the same.
No,
An
they're
emotional man is not the same as an emotional woman.
But they're
A
still
big
emotional.
part of being a masculine man is being able to suppress your emotions even when it feels comfortable to show them. Okay? Because
I don't think suppressing emotions is.
I mean, if you want to be toxic, then yeah, go that route. But if you
Whoa,
want to
Whoa. Let's
Can I finish my
That
point?
will show up as physical.
That's
Choose your
also
words
a
wisely.
social construct that
Dairy
men
Queen.
Can I
shouldn't
finish my point?
Express their emotions.
I know you did not just call me Dairy Queen.
Yeah, you are. Very good.
No.
Can I finish my point?
The chat said that first.
Yeah. So
Very Queen bang, no?
men and women are not the same. An emotional man is not attractive. Okay? If I'm crying, right? What's up?
I'm gonna call her Dairy Queen. And then
Oh.
she said that shit back.
Dairy Queen.
I'm banging, so
Right,
whatever.
oat milk queen.
Whatever.
Milk queen. Period. Chocolate fudge on that bitch.
Everything's a joke. Everything's a joke. This is why 25% of our women are married. Everything's a joke. He's literally trying to explain something, break something down, and they're just laughing and joking over his explanation. You know what it is, real talk though? We gotta be more men. Like, I feel like we live in a time where a man can't even fully be a man. Men can't even be serious no more. We live in a time where we just have to appease people and make them feel more comfortable. Because if we're too manly, we'll be scary. We'll be intimidating. Men can't judge anymore. Men can't point out the wrongs in life anymore. That's the most disturbing part. It's not even the fact that we live in a time where women could just ho and, no repercussions. Is just, whatever they want on their own time. We live in a time where being a man is questionable. Please clip that. Like, share, and subscribe, man. I'm dropping gems on y'all today. And we going on for a long time today. We ain't cutting off for a minute. Maybe might do 3 hours today. But this is real talk. We live in a time, man, where it's questionable for you to be a man.
I don't even think it's about being emotional as much as like communicating, because like as a woman, I'm in a relationship with them.
Look what she just said. That's gems right there. A woman just told you it's not about being emotional. It's more so about communication. Because I always hear all these women were just arguing tooth and nail. Oh, well, you have to get in your emotions. And what about emotions and emotions and emotions? And men have emotions too. You said all that just for your friend to say that it's not about emotions, it's more so about communication? This is why I don't watch Freshandfit no more. And this is why I'm going to be like, I'm gonna have my foot on these niggas' necks this year behind Fresh and Fit. Shout out to you, Myron. But I'm gonna have my foot on niggas' necks this year because I feel like people don't give a real breakdown of Fresh and Fit. I honestly got sick and tired of watching Fresh and Fit because of the young, foolish women up there trying to portray black women. Because you got a lot of black girls that go up there that's like, I want to say 25 or 24 and younger, and they try to portray the existence of black women. Speak for yourself when you go on Fresh and Fit. And that's real talk because I done seen too many black women come on Fresh and Fit and try to, basically, I don't want to even say promote because a lot of black women nowadays, real talk, tell me I'm lying. They don't even care about being black. So I won't even say promote being black, but I hate the black women that come on here and try to make it seem like they down with black women or they are black women. You're not black. And I'm starting exposing it this year. A lot of these new millennium women are not black. They're mixed with black. Just like a Cardi B. Or I can go down the list. There's a lot of women that's mixed with black or that have some kind of black in them. And they're speaking on black terms or trying to make a new level of black woman. No, 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 no. Black women already set the standard. You have to follow in line. That's why we have all this, new modern women and all this feminist talk. That's just women trying to recreate what original women have built. They already have picked and set a standard. You're not going to change it because you got money, because you think you can call yourself an independent woman. Like, share, and subscribe, man.
Woman, and like when we argue, sometimes I'm like
Right to the mic, please.
sometimes I'm just like, damn, I'm like arguing with a woman right now, but like I just feel like
Merch.
You know what the problem with that is? You keep saying I feel like instead of I know or I think or whatever. And that's the problem when you use I feel like and I feel like and I feel like. Here's the thing. Men, okay, whether women want to accept it or not, your job is to be a big part of masculinity is being stoic and controlling your emotions. Crying, being a bitch, being super emotional, being rash in your decision making, it causes issues for men, okay? So we can't afford to be emotional. You guys could be emotional.
it's a
If you cry in front of
deliverance.
me, I'm not going to have a problem with it. But if I cry in front of you, it's going to be a problem. Trust
No,
me.
it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's
Yeah,
not
yes,
a
it
problem.
is.
You say that? Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it
It's
is.
not.
You say that now,
Well,
but
like,
I
Yes, it
guarantee
is.
you.
As
See, when he says that, he's talking about majority women. It's a small portion of women out there that won't mind they, man being in touch with themselves, being a little emotional. The vast majority of women see you cry, bro, they're already looking at you as a wimp. Or they're looking down at you as a lower level kind of man. Because they know men that wouldn't cry. See, women know the man that they want. They know what kind of man they're looking for. And an emotional man, this is why I hate single parenthood. It has made and built so many emotional men. Even my brother's one of them. He'll get emotional with a woman or get real emotional, drop of a dime. Like, I've never understood that shit. That shit should be held for certain sacred women. You niggas get emotional just in relationships with females that you just barely met. Like, nigga, you don't even barely know her. Did you even get the pussy yet? Real talk. So, that's a big point.
Man, you trust and respect.
That shit
Who's in
can.
front of you.
for the simplest stuff.
I'm gonna
some
hug
level,
you.
I feel like,
subconscious
as
nigga
I
gonna
was
be like,
saying,
yo, this man's a bitch. I
Nope.
can't respect him.
Cry,
No, no,
cry
no,
right
no,
now,
no.
then.
As
Cry
a
right
woman-
now.
Big arc or something.
I'm gonna cry right now.
Let's talk about it.
Come here,
I think that's so attractive.
Come on, think you need a
It's
hug?
not
Come here.
attractive
yeah,
when a
yeah,
man
come,
can express
come.
himself.
Look, we're not saying don't communicate with girls. We're just saying, as an example, sometimes too far is too far, and you don't know how far that is. Look, you might love your man, right? But he might say, you know what, babe, I just lost my job. You're thinking, you know what, damn, another thing can't support me or even help the family.
No.
Damn, I'm gonna wait a little bit. But guess what? A year passes, 2 years passes. This nigga's still not doing shit. I'm out. So you never know how far is too far. We're just saying, as men, be a rock for her. So in times of trouble, cool. There's a problem. All right, babe, this is going on. But I got covered. I'm gonna solve it. That's all we're saying.
Why can't you be a rock for each other? I think that I think that is a problem for anybody, whether they're a male or a female, to suppress their emotions. At the end of the day, if you're upset or if you need to cry, it's ridiculous for you to suppress something like that just because you are a man, especially when you're in a relationship with a woman who is supposed to be your best friend, your partner, you're somebody that you building with, somebody that you're elevating and leveling up with, regardless of whether or not the role is. If you feel like because you're a man, you can't be vulnerable, that's horrible.
Are you a communist?
Absolutely not.
You're not, because you've said a lot of things that sound great on paper but don't work, just like communism. Here's the thing. Now you could say, I know what you said earlier. Oh, you should both be a rock for each other. Guess what? Women are not capable of being fucking rocks.
That's horrible.
And I know, sounds misogynistic, doesn't it?
Yes.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. It's a deep-rooted biological urge. Men and women are not the same. Women look for security. Once I cry, I compromise my ability to provide you security with my actions. Whether you want to accept it or not, you're not going to be aroused by a guy that cries in front of you and is a bitch. You might sit there and console him. It's okay. We're going to get this together. But the reality is you're going to lose a level of respect for him to some degree. And then when you lose respect, you're going to lose attraction.
I gain respect for a man who can communicate and can effectively express his...
Bro, you're dating a girl right now. Stop. Girl.
And a lot of these women too as well. I'm so happy Myra said that. A lot of these women as well too, they date women or they've never been in a real relationship with a man, so they don't know what a real man is. You know, I hear all these, you know, explanations on, you know, how can you change a man? How can you manipulate a man? And I'm just like, that's not a man. Like, yeah, you can manipulate a boy, you know, or a male. M-A-L-E, a male. Maybe a boy. But a man, a genuine man that you really want and desire, the man that you truly want to be with, oh, you can't manipulate him. That's out the window. And that's why, you know, shout out to Myron for breaking, you know, just things down so exquisitely, you know. But that means a lot. I don't know what kind of boys or males you've been dealing with, but they're not men. And this is something I really want to get out to women because I think that women are in love with, you know, the boys and, you know, just the regular niggas in the hood. Because they don't have to put in no effort. They don't have to put in nothing. See, when you get with a man, and this is why most women are single, you have to apply effort. You think you're just going to get that man just off of you being there? Just off of you existing because you showed up at the table? So you deserve him? Let alone what, you know, what the women at the table before you got there was doing. Let alone that. We're not even getting to that point. Because of the fact that you didn't acknowledge this or you didn't see this. It's your fault. Nobody got to tell you what to bring to the table or if you can come to the table when you come to the table. That's your fault. You came to the wrong table. And that's why most women are single. You can't come to the table thinking you're going to change anything at the table. You're sitting down at the table. And that's the mentality that most men have to have. Women sit down at the table. They don't make the table. And we don't give a fuck about what a woman brings to the table. What kind of weird niggas are y'all? We don't care about what a woman brings to the table because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Only a weak nigga gonna tell you what you bring to the table matters. And if any woman fully disagrees with me, you can jump right in the comments. A woman's money, a woman's power, a woman's influence, none of that shit matters. If you really the man that she really wants and really admires and really honors, there's nothing but her womanly duties that she can do or supply. Women deal with broken men to feel better about themselves because they know if they went with the dream guy, if any of these women right here that you're looking at went with their dream guy, the guy that they have dreams about, the guy that makes their vagina wet, they would have to do way more than just sit there and look pretty. Trust and believe. They will have to do way more than just put on some makeup and smile. This is why I don't play with pretty bitches. I know who you are. We talking about most pretty women, they just think that the world owed them something. And the world really doesn't owe you shit. Real talk. Most pretty women I've ran into, they just naturally think like some invisible person or invisible, world owes them something. And in my mind, I'm just like, you're a regular person with benefits. Like, you're just a regular person, just like me, with certain things I come with and certain things I provide. I'm just a person that comes with benefits. God bless me to be beneficial in certain people's lives or bless me to have certain benefits that I come with. I'm just beneficial. But that don't take away the point that I'm just a person. Just a regular fucking person. But you men have created this illusion for women. Women didn't wake up one day and just say, you know what? I could be the best I could be. I could be the best hoe. I'm going to get the most attention. I can sell the most pussy and no one can stop me. Guess what? I'm going to rob niggas while I'm at it too. Men gave y'all that confidence. Not women. Stop the cap. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to expose hoes. Women ain't get no power from women. Women got power from niggas that wanted women to be hoes. Women got power from niggas, men that wanted women to be freely hoes. This is why I'm so against the hoism and the whole culture. Because women didn't actually come out and say we wanted to be hoes. It was never a group of women just running around the street saying, oh, we want to be liberated. We want to be free. We want to make sure we can suck as many dicks we want and we can get to the epitome of hoism. Give us our whole papers, please. It's some real shit. And that's why I hate the whole culture because, women talk like they created it. That's why I personally get mad. Because women, please like, share, subscribe. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm about to go a little deep real quick. But women talk like they have created whole culture. And that's the problem. They haven't. You're a passenger in whole culture. At best. You're a fucking passenger in whole culture. And you're walking around like you run this motherfucker. But it's y'all fault. I'm not mad at women, for doing it. I'm mad at y'all, for trying to go with the notion that you made whole culture. No, you did not. Women never made whole culture. Matter of fact, I'm about to do a video on that. Yeah, I'm about to tear you niggas up on that one. Please, I'm gonna put the link in the description of this video so y'all know how to get to it. And please just subscribe because it might just pop up on your thing. Please hit the bell so I can get all my notifications when I drop, because I'm always dropping heat, man. I'm always dropping heat. But this is something we need to get to right now. Why do women try to take credit for whole culture? You never know sometimes what your video might lead into. See, I was just thinking about Freshandfit today. I wasn't even thinking that crazy. I'm gonna keep it 100. I wasn't even thinking that deep. I was not thinking that deep. I'm serious. But we have created a culture of women that have tricked themselves into thinking they're the forefathers of whole culture. When indeed, your father is the forefather of whole culture. Your uncle is the forefather of whole culture. And this is something that we have to examine, because when I just look at this panel, when I'm looking at these women on the screen, I'm realizing something. We created a culture for women. They have taken it over. And now they're just using us. Hold on. So hold on. That's like the fucking NBA creating basketball for niggas in the hood, right? Out of nowhere, niggas in the hood come up with their own league. Take over the NBA and change the name. You niggas not only created a culture that wasn't supposed to be there, but you created a culture you had no control over, nigga. You and your power was usurped. And this is something that we're going to be talking about continuously out through the year, because I don't want women to go with this notion that they are whole culture and they have created whole culture. I don't want them to go with that notion. I feel bad for the women that have no family, that have to prostitute and hold themselves out, strip wives, whatever wives, I really do feel bad for that woman. And I'll never clown her. I clown women that want to be a part of the whole culture. I don't clown women that have to be. I clown women like this. Women that know they actually have good lives, but they want to take part in the festivities. It's almost like a nigga that's a wannabe in the hood. Nigga, if I know you're not real gangster, nigga, I'ma call it out. Because I really know real gangsters. You get that? I'm not calling you out to infringe on your life or your relationships. I'm calling it out to make you safer. Make you more relatable. Like, share, and subscribe, man.
Anyway, like, come on, man.
So you lose your job, right? Say you've been supporting. Say you've been supporting a girl, right, for the past four years, right?
Yes.
You've been in a relationship with a woman for 4 years, right? And then y'all hit like 4.5, boom. All of a sudden you lose your job for whatever reason. You don't got whatever savings or nothing to hold you down. Your woman has a sustainable enough job to keep the bills paid while you're going through whatever it is that you're going through. Say she sees that you hit rock bottom and decides, no matter how long you've been in the game, to fucking shit on you and just dip.
People with disabilities probably can't use your website.
Fucking shit on you and just dip. How would you feel?
That's how reality operates a lot of the time.
How would you feel?
Yeah, do.
It would suck, but that's reality.
So you would be like, oh, damn, that sucks, but fuck it.
Here's the thing. What we're saying is you don't open up to your girl. If you're going to cry, you go cry with your male friends.
Right.
You go and open up to your guys. You don't open up to women ever.
Wow.
Because women are not capable of dealing.
I'm not gonna lie. I've always thought that. I even felt uncomfortable to cry in front of my mother. I'm gonna keep it 100. Real shit. Please tell me if you feel the same way. Please drop in the comments right now if you ever felt uncomfortable to cry even in front of your mother. We're not even talking about a girl right now. We talking about moms. Moms Duke. Your moms. Have you ever been uncomfortable to cry in front of your moms? Please put it in the comments real quick. Because now, I swear to God, I can name like a good 2 or 3 accounts where I'm just, you feel me, in front of my mother or like just talking to her or whatever. And I'm like, damn, I don't even think I should cry. The real nigga shit, like that's what I'm thinking in my mind. Real shit, bro. Please tell me, am I bugging?
Masculine problems. You guys just aren't. You don't live the same life.
No. But fuck the crying. Say you actually just were in a tight spot,
and you're communicate with your partner.
And you've been with your woman for a while, and then she just ups and leaves you because you've been a hard time.
Yo, I'm gonna make it nice and simple. Like you keep bringing up these random ass scenarios.
No, that's
it's
a real
very
thing.
nice and simple. It's very nice and simple. Do not show emotion with your girl, or be vulnerable, or cry. It doesn't work, and there's a chance, a very high likelihood, that she's gonna be repulsed by it. Okay.
Absolutely
now,
show vulnerability with your girl.
Like, share, subscribe.
No, this is another example of why women don't know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to attraction between men and women. Men and women are very differently. The things that arouse a woman and makes a man attractive to a woman are things that you guys subconsciously don't even know and or are aware of. And if you guys don't believe me, we can literally do a scenario right now, and I want you to play the guy. And tell me.
I'll play the guy.
Wow. Let's go. Let's do it. All right. Who else thinks they know what it takes to get a girl? Who else?
Get a girl?
Yes, as a man. As a man.
I'm not a man.
Okay, no.
Oh, okay. Oh.
No, everything you're saying is
Interesting.
facts.
No,
it's
okay.
facts.
No, she can do it.
Yeah. So
But
let's
wait,
say that.
you're gonna play the guy.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
I want to see this. I ain't gonna lie. I do want to see this.
It's gonna take us a bit to set it up.
But there's two different types of people. There's 9-to-5s and entrepreneurs. If my man come home saying, "Babe, I just got fired," I'm like, "Yo, what are we about to do?" Like, let's figure out a way
what's
for
the
you to
next
go get that
move?
bag.
That's fine. But you guys are missing the point. Now you're talking about losing your job versus being vulnerable. I'm simply saying.
No, but you said like guys can't come home and cry about like losing their job.
Not to their girl. Not to their girl. Not to their girl.
Yeah, not to their girl.
To their girl. Because, like I said before, as a man, your job is to provide the security and be the rock.
Real shit. I'm so happy I cut it off when he said that. Your job is to survive, to provide the security and be the rock. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna tell my woman I got fired, but I'm gonna still even go out like a soldier. Say if I got fired for some dumb shit, right? I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna lie to her and tell her some shit like, "Yo, I got fired for some real shit." You feel me? Like, bro, as a man, bro, you have a lot of ego. You have a lot of testosterone. That's the point of being a man. You're built for war. Like literally. You're not built to sit there and look at your wounds. Or you're not built to sit back and look at, what your enemy got emotionally. Because that's what that would literally have been. At that point, the job would have been your enemy, and you're literally looking at it like, oh, well, they took this from me, and they made me feel like this, and I'm just so broken, and it coincides with war. You will look across the battlefield and say, oh, well, he has this, and he has that, and he has the possibility of doing this to me. I'm going to definitely be doing way more videos like this because I think, the mindset of these individuals is definitely going to help me get my message out. I think this is a show that I definitely don't want to watch, like on a daily, but I definitely want to do reviews of it because sometimes, when you watch certain things, they kind of like stick in your, subconscious, and it kind of like ruins your, intent sometimes of how you do things or even how you even view things. This is deep. But we're gonna let it play.
If you show that you are no longer capable of being the rock by crying, she's gonna lose a level of respect for you.
Yep.
Now, does that mean that the relationship is gonna go out the window? No, but it compromises the potential of the relationship to go out the window.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like that's what contributes.
And why I say he definitely has a solid point, because as soon as she finds a man that she knows is less vulnerable or just in life, just tougher naturally, oh yeah, you're done. You're done.
To like this toxic mentality of men can't show emotions, because men can absolutely show emotions.
Not
like,
to women.
It's not
Yes,
socially
they
acceptable.
can.
Not to
Like,
women.
It's not socially acceptable for men to
that's
talk.
I ain't gonna lie. Some girls can be toxic as fuck.
And that's fine.
But
I'm just
some
gonna
girls can
say-
be toxic as shit, make a man feel small as hell.
Listen,
Yeah.
hold on. I just have a scenario. If a man's checking all my boxes, I'm having his kids, I'm cleaning the house, the last thing I want to do is listen to that man cry. I ain't got
Right.
time. I'm taking care of the kids. I'm I'm making sure everything's good. Like, I have my own emotions. I'm sorry, but that's the last thing I want to hear as a man.
This is destructive advice.
I ain't gonna lie, shorty right here. Shorty in the all black. I ain't gonna lie, she does look a little different. I don't know what she mixed with, but she definitely look fire. I don't know what kind of mix that is.
That you guys are giving, because it sounds good on paper to say be vulnerable to me and cry in front of me, but what you guys don't understand is that you're
What
saying
kind
that
of
now because it
mix is
sounds
that?
good, but
It's
crying
like
in front of a
resilient
girl
a
makes
little
you less
bit.
attractive as a
I've
man
had
because of
men
can you
cry
please
in
stop
front of me.
interrupting?
Okay, my
Are
bad.
you with that guy right now?
I mean, obviously it was in the past.
So anyway, continuing on what I said.
It didn't turn me off, though.
So, like I was saying, you're no longer with that man. So I guarantee you probably had other unattractive traits compiled with the fact that he cried in front of you.
It's a package deal.
It's a package deal.
Yeah.
He's a bitch. He's a bitch, regardless. If he's crying in front of you, there's probably other bitch-ass nigga tendencies he probably had. So going back to what I was saying, which is why you left him in the first place. So I love it when girls say that. I cried in front of me. Where's he at now? We don't date anymore. Exactly.
No, but
So-
Crying is an emotion.
So now let's go back because this all started. So I'm paying very
Murdered
close
that
attention
one.
here. With
He murdered that shit.
the way you say it. Listen, man. I don't make the rules. I just report them. If I say the sky is blue versus the sky is fucking blue, it does not change the fact that it is a fact. And if you want to accept it or not, you don't have to. But I'm telling you the truth.
Okay,
Did
real
you
quick.
experience? Like, can I ask this real quick?
Let her ask.
One thing
Here we go.
just-
Psychological profile question coming up. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying, did you experience like that type of pain from a woman that made you be like?
Maren, who hurt you, Maren?
Who hurt you? Listen, we all get hurt.
Yeah, we all get hurt, Maren. Maren, who hurt you, Maren?
I like for you to go to that extent, though.
4D chest.
Dímelo.
4D chest,
It's
baby.
like
4D chest.
I'm sorry that you had to go through that trauma to get that perspective.
No, but that's how most men are
they
now.
are, and that's why you gotta show love.
I know,
But that's why we gotta show love.
If a young little boy is crying in the cafeteria, everybody's gonna laugh at him. It's not socially acceptable for a man to show emotions, and that's why they will continue to not
Who
do
hurt
so.
you? Yeah.
Maybe that's why I see things differently.
Why he came out of nowhere though? He just blew my.
I said, here comes the psychological profile question.
No, it's an honest question. It's an honest question.
What if I told you that's a deflection and I just stated a fact and it's irrelevant what the answer to that question would be?
Well, you generalize a lot, honestly.
That's how the world works.
Like,
you have to.
And that's fine. You take it personal, whatever you decide to take personal.
It's not personal at all. It's generalization.
I'm
it's
saying the generalizations you take, if you feel like you fit, then you'll take it personal. I don't take anything that you say personal because it's like, it's not.
Well, actually, kind of are because you're asking me right now who hurt me, which, I mean.
I know, I didn't ask for purchase. I said, like, did you experience that for you to be so passionate about, like, you cannot cry in front of women. It makes you weak.
I mean, the truth is that if you want to really, really know, I've never cried in front of a girl, and I've never had that issue. No. I mean, like, my mom is different. What is my...
Yeah, and maybe it starts with your mom. It starts with your mom.
Fair use.
Hey guys, John with PES Solar. We're here.
Your mom. Your relationship
has your mom ever cried in front of you?
And that's probably why I see things differently because I have a 5-year-old son. So maybe that's why I'm like, okay, yeah, like if a man cries in front of you, like
your son and the man that you're dating are two different things. You know what I mean? Like that they are not the same whatsoever. A mother's love to her son is not the same as a woman's love to her partner at all. It's completely different. One is fairly unconditional.
But one leads to the other.
And the other one is purely conditional.
It's all conditional. I think that one thing that we're missing.
I said close to unconditional. A mother's love to her child is the closest you're going to come to unconditional.
Unconditional for a child, yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
I think that one thing that we're missing is that like men don't realize and women don't realize that our parents shape us to be who we are. And like I've witnessed my little brothers growing up, and my stepdad will tell them, don't cry, be tough. And my little brother's super emotional. So the whole point of that is now he's going to grow up, and every single time that he's about to cry or get triggered, he's going to remember my stepdad saying so. And that's because that's socially acceptable for a man to be tough and not process emotions. And of course, I know that biologically we are more emotional and sensitive than you guys are. But that doesn't mean that you have probably had so many triggers and so many like emotional things in your life that you've completely suppressed because that's what you were taught. So I feel like as women, if we want men to be more emotional, we need to raise men to be able to express that.
But that's a lie.
I don't want an emotional man.
I don't want an emotional man.
That's a lie. That's cap, bro.
I feel like there's a difference.
There will never be a shift that accepts that. So you may want it to happen. Yeah, let's raise our kids to be more emotional.
No, I'm not saying that there's a collective worldwide movement. I'm just saying I know that I'm not saying when I say an emotional man, I'm not saying a man that's going to cry over every argument. It could be emotional in a way that he's just simply expressing any sort of emotion without swallowing it. That's all I'm saying.
I get what you're saying, but once again, you never know how far is too far. You may say that's cool, but she might not. You never know.
I'm just talking about me personally, like.
That's the problem.
Yeah, well, I mean, you talked about you personally. It's all.
That was only to answer her question, which is irrelevant because I was making fun of it. But it doesn't matter if I went through some trauma with my mom. I'm simply saying, what did I say that was incorrect? Attack the argument, not me. What was incorrect?
I wasn't attacking you. I was asking you.
No, because you're
very hard on about that you cannot cry in front of women, and I think it's sad, honestly.
What's incorrect about that?
I never said it's incorrect. I said it's sad.
Why?
You should be able to be vulnerable with your woman. Like,
again, reality isn't fair. Things suck. It is what it is. There's.
When she keep on saying this though, I want to know why she think it's just so important for a man to cry and express himself so vulnerably to his woman. Like, she just keep on saying, well, I just want him to be vulnerable. I want him to cry. I want him to... But why, though? You're not breaking that down. You just keep on saying, yeah, I want him to cry. I want him to be emotional. The other woman next to her just said, I don't want my man to be emotional. I just don't. She said that off rip. She didn't have to explain it, nothing. But you need to explain why you think that may benefit you. Mind you, you don't have a man. At this particular moment, you don't have a man. So that's why I want to know why you may think it may benefit you. Why you think it's helpful to you. That was a little weird to me, but let's go.
Reality is beautiful, it's ugly, it's sad, it's happy, and that's what life is. The reality is suppressing it is not where it's at.
You know, right? If they're emotional, you'll be in trouble.
You need to be emotionally intelligent.
No, hold on. School shooters are emotional. They're upset at women.
Yeah, and they don't know how to handle it.
That's so intelligent.
They don't know how to handle it.
But emotional intelligence is just the acknowledgement of emotions. It's understanding how to deal with emotions. It has nothing to do with being emotional or showing emotions. Literally, because I think that's what she's trying to head her argument to. Like, it has nothing to do with showing or displaying any kind of emotion. So that's why I want to know where she's going to go into her argument. But let's go.
And for the intelligence has to come in.
Violent and have no control. If men are emotional, you will probably be dead in a fight. I'm just saying, look, if men are emotional by themselves, that's one thing. But emotional to other people, you never know where it can go. You never know how much you can take, and as a result, it's dangerous.
I mean, that's on the negative. That's on the negative side.
I feel like it's dangerous when they don't know how to express their emotion.
If men were emotional, women would have had rights way before.
What makes it?
Yeah, I see where
But I'm saying though, if men were emotional and more compassionate, we probably would be actually further. I'm not talking about emotional in a way that he acts like a bitch. I'm just saying in a way where men are actually compassionate at the fact that there's a whole nother gender that thinks completely different than they do.
It's more like men who feel
it's not a feud. It's not a feud. We work together, and that's the end of it.
Yeah,
this whole platform is kind of a feud, and I don't know.
You get with all due respect, y'all are all incorrect because here's the thing, like being emotional, you need to be logically sound when you're making important decisions.
Right.
Okay, like.
Pause.
You can say that, be sensitive or whatever. No. Strong men are what built peaceful times.
Do you not believe in emotional intelligence? No, continue.
Hold on.
Like, being emotional, you need to be logically sound when you're making important decisions. Okay? Like, you can say that, be sensitive or whatever. No. Strong men are what built peaceful times.
Do you not believe in emotional intelligence?
No, continue.
Strong men have built peaceful times. That's deep.
Intelligence.
It's literally being aware of yourself. Like if you feel some type of way, something triggers you, you think about like, why is this triggering me? And you gotta think back. You really gotta.
So maybe be emotional and lash out because I'm triggered.
It's learning how to respond rather than react.
Identify your own.
Respond rather than react.
Listen, you know what's kind of funny? You guys want to know what's kind of funny?
Get looking.
The whole reason we've been able to have a good conversation is because we've been able to suppress our emotions, even though you guys have been triggered, disrespectful, rude, over talking, interjecting. We've been extremely suppressive in our emotions. Because I'll tell you guys this: if we had women here that were leading this show and dealing with y'all, they're about shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm trying to say something.
No, it's totally not. It's about intelligence and compassion.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
But we're suppressing our emotions, even though my knee-jerk reaction sometimes to tell y'all shut the fuck up, I don't do it. Why? Because I understand that to have a productive podcast and have a good discussion, I need to be able to hear your points, even as asinine as some of them may be. We need to hear them out. Literally, I'm telling you, 1 + 1 is 2 versus 1 + 1 is fucking 2. It does not change the fact that it's still 2. And you're over here asking me, well, what about your mom? Tell me about this. Totally deflecting the argument. Right? I would have a good reason to, be emotional and say, shut up.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
Everybody has a good reason.
But I'm not doing that. And what are we having? A more productive podcast by not being emotional.
Because we need to talk about this shit, though.
No. But you don't understand. You gave an emotional response. I responded with stoicism and kept it factual,
you took it
which is
that
why we're
way.
having a good conversation right now.
Well, asking you about
okay.
Talk about.
Just so you know, right?
Why is he so laid back?
But I'm not doing that. And what are we having? A more productive podcast by not being.
Because we need to talk about this shit, though.
No. But you don't understand. You gave an emotional.
Hold up.
Response. I responded with stoicism and kept it factual, which is why we're having a.
Why can't catch her? Why is she so laid back like that? What's up with her?
Good conversation right now.
Well, asking you about.
Okay, just so you know, right? If men are emotional, as y'all said they should be, right? Imagine if Russia said, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm gonna just bomb the whole country.
That's something a man would do.
But we're not saying that the logical part has to be completely white.
No,
I've never done like a nigga that's emotional.
If I'm emotional, and
I feel like it's not.
You know what? Fuck the world. I'm just gonna blow it up.
Logic goes out the window.
That sounds like a nigga that's been on a leash and suppressing his emotions.
It's not about being emotional.
When it's emotional, it comes out.
Yeah, exactly. But that's because he's been forced to suppress his emotions.
So he doesn't know how to handle it. So
if someone who has been on the opposite, like the problem is the fact that y'all have been forced to suppress your emotions because that's what you think is the definition of being a real man.
No.
Not being emotional in society. Not being emotional in front of your woman who's supposed to be your fucking partner.
Just so you know, a lot of guys that have been single moms are very emotional. And they're the one killing people in the streets, rob people, because they're emotional. You know what? I want that, fuck it, I'm gonna just take it. So your example is an exception.
Suppressed
the
emotions.
Most men single moms are emotional. And
Is it really
suppressed emotions? That's because they don't know how to communicate. It's important to understand and communicate.
Boys with single moms are more emotional.
I feel like they're more emotionally intelligent, honestly.
The single mother rate right now is at the highest level.
I feel like it's always been.
Really.
And a lot of those kids end up
they do need dads. They do need
Boys need their dad.
They need
So you're saying that a kid needs to have two parents to be
100%.
logical, and if he has one, okay, but
Single mother households are the reason why we have such a degenerative society. Criminals, rapists, murderers,
Sorry to say.
terrorists, all the school shooters, etc. Overwhelmingly drug addicts, alcoholics, degenerates in general, almost always exclusively come from single mother households, and their statistics show that.
So you think that's because they lack discipline from their fathers?
Yes.
Or?
Yes. Who's rooted in logic and rationale and not emotion like the mother.
So I can agree that a fair balance is necessary for anyone because I feel like a woman needs her dad too. So we won't take it there. But at the end of the day, like a fair balance is what will cultivate a child's growth, on a more well-rounded
Let's keep this concise
scale.
because we were discussing earlier emotion, versus logic.
Right.
And I'm simply saying, because remember, she has an issue with the way I was saying things, and I'm saying it doesn't matter how I say things. If it's fact, it's fact.
It wasn't.
And you gave an emotional response and made an ad hominem inquisition. Well, did your mom do something? What does that have to do with the argument?
Because I'm trying to understand your perspective a little better, and it goes back to that. Honestly,
that's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant to you, but I feel like everybody here could
share, subscribe.
agree that is relevant.
And real talk, man. We're gonna end this one, but please subscribe. And oh man, I had to stretch real quick. I don't even mean to end like this. But please subscribe, man. Please subscribe. Give me more on the algorithm. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment on the video. And we're out of here.